Have you ever heard of Queen Jezebel? One of the most controversial figures in the Bible, known for her political power, but also for her reputation as a villain. But how did this queen really live? What did she eat? How did she dress? What were her customs? Today you'll discover some amazing facts about Jezebel, the queen who marked the history of the ancient kingdom of Israel and still inspires fascination today. Have you ever heard of Queen Jezebel? The woman who became synonymous with evil and idolatry. But was that really all she was? Imagine a queen who wore lavish makeup, ate banquets worthy of foreign kings, and made political decisions like few men of her time would dare. What the Bible doesn't tell in detail, history reveals. Today, you'll discover how Jezebel lived, what she ate, how she dressed, what her customs were, and why her name still causes so much controversy. Jezebel was born in Sidon, a Phoenician city, the daughter of King Ahab. This already reveals a lot about their culture. The Phoenicians were powerful traders, masters of sea routes, and known for their wealth. By marrying King Ahab of Israel, Jezebel brought foreign traditions with her, which led to many conflicts with the Hebrew people. Phoenician culture was vibrant, focused on trade, crafts, and religious worship, especially the goddess Asherah and the god Baal. Jezebel grew up in an environment of luxury and pomp, surrounded by temples, festivals, and rituals. When she became Queen of Israel, she attempted to introduce these customs, which was seen as a threat to Hebrew traditions. Imagine the tension. On one side, the Israelite people defending the worship of the one God. On the other, a powerful queen bringing foreign gods and imposing her influence on the court. And what did Jezebel eat? As a queen, her table was lavish. The courts of the time offered fine breads, olive oil, dates, figs, honey, roast lamb, and wine, a Mediterranean feast. Furthermore, due to her Phoenician origins, Jezebel had access to spices from distant trade routes. Eating at Jezebel's court wasn't just about satisfying hunger. It was a way to flaunt power. Phoenician queens were known for their luxurious clothing. Fabrics dyed with purple, a rare and expensive color made from mollusks, were a symbol of royalty. Jezebel also wore jewelry made of gold, silver, and precious stones. There are biblical records that suggest she wore kohl on her eyes, a common practice among Middle Eastern nobles. Her image conveyed strength and authority, but also elegance and seduction. Jezebel was not just a royal wife. She had direct influence over King Ahab, even making political decisions. Historians point out that her marriage was strategic. It united Israel and Phoenicia in commercial and military alliances. But at the same time, her strong stance generated discomfort. She was not a silent queen. She participated, expressed opinions, and even confronted religious leaders. This boldness made her one of the most remarkable and controversial female figures in biblical history. Despite all this power, Jezebel was known primarily as a villain. In biblical texts, she was a symbol of idolatry and moral corruption. But looking historically, we can see a woman who did not accept being merely a supporting character. Jezebel represented female political strength in a world dominated by men. And it is precisely this that still generates so much interest in her figure today. Queen Jezebel was not just a name in ancient books. She lived surrounded by luxury, culture, and power, but also by conflict and controversy. For some, a villain. For others, a symbol of boldness. She was seen as a villain, but she was also one of the most daring and influential women of antiquity. She didn't limit herself to the role of wife. She dabbled in politics, religion, and power. But now I want to hear from you. Was Jezebel a cruel queen who ruined Israel, or a misunderstood woman who refused to be silenced? Leave your opinion in the comments, because this story still divides opinions to this day, and the debate is only just beginning. And you, how do you see Jezebel? A cruel queen or a woman who simply refused to be silenced?